something as easy as a Rust-Oleum painter's touch, and it's clear gloss. It's supposed to work really good, so I'm going to give it a shot and start putting some coats, and I'm hoping, because it's a spray, it's going to spread evenly and be able to get down into the black area, you know, the grooves of the badge and everything. So we'll give it a shot and see, and then hopefully it'll be thin enough that when I apply it, it'll sand off easier than doing something like a brush-on poly coat or something like that. So let's give it a shot. Well, we'll see how that goes. I wanted to put it along the edges as well because simply because of the fact that I'm only going to sand the surface of it. Once it starts setting up, I'm only going to sand the face to get the paint, the blue and the red, or the blue and the green and a little bit of the red cleaned up, and then leave that black in there. So I thought, well, I might as well spray the edges because that's not going to get touched, hopefully. And I'm hoping that it won't take a lot of sanding, just a little bit to get it going, but we'll see. This stuff does dry quite hard, actually, and that was my biggest concern, is doing the spray-on poly coat compared to a brush-on. The spray-on seems to be really hard, and it works well, and I've seen the application of it on other items, as well as I recently did the same thing for that burl on the Mission House knife. And instead of brushing it on, I did the spray, and I did 6 or 8 coats of that on the burl. Turned out beautifully, and it dries pretty quick too. So I'm going to give it a coat, let it set up for a few hours, go do some other chores, and then come back, do another coat on it, and start seeing if I can see a difference in the black that's around the badge, because that part's done. That's all finished up. So now I'm just hoping to seal that black with this spray coat, then sand the surface, and then repaint the shield and the rose stem again. So yay me. Well, yeah, hopefully it will look good when I'm done. So just seems to be a little bit more challenging. Well, okay. Well, we have 3 coats of this clear finish on here, and this is what it looks like so far. You can see the clear definitely is getting in the grooves where the black was at. So I'm hoping that that's going to work out pretty good. Well, it just looks so sad that all did that. So I'm going to do at least one more coat, maybe 2, but definitely one more coat of clear on this. And then the next step is I'm going to jump out with the little hand sander and going to start hand sanding this all down and clean all that up so I can start repainting it again. Let's get at it. Well, there you go. That cleaned up pretty good. Now you can see the black showed up really nice, and I think it'll be okay. I see little bits and pieces here, but I'll hit that with the 400 grit, and I think that's going to start working out. I think that idea turned out pretty good. Yeah, that's looking pretty nice. Well, there we have it so far. That's nice. That's looking good. Yep, so that's going to have to dry up before I do the green. I don't want to have to touch it by accident for sure. I have to do another coat of blue. The red came out really nice. So let that set up. Coat of blue, and then probably 2 coats of green to do the stems and the leaves, and then a clear coat. Oh boy, maybe we can wrap this project up, huh? In this episode. That'd be pretty nice. Take some creative editing on my part, but alright, well, I'm going to take a break, let this dry up, and we'll get back to painting it. Okay, what I did is I sanded it down with 600 grit, kind of smooth it out a little bit more. It has a little bit of texture here and there, you can see just slightly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit it with another clear coat and see how it comes out. But I'm really liking it so far. I'm really liking the finish, and it's really vibrant. This clear coat is really helping things pop and not make the colors overly vibrant, but just really liking it. So get another coat on this and we'll see how it turns out. Hey guys, how we doing? Well, it's the piece de resistance, the finale. This is good stuff. It's all done. Got it finished up here. It's looking really nice. It's smooth. That clear coat came out really nice. I'm stoked. It became so vibrant with that clear coat on there. The colors were kind of flat in a way, especially the green, and I was concerned about that. And yeah, that's nice. So what we have to do next is I'm going to mark out the placement of the badge, and then I'm going to use my Dremel and Dremel out a spot to fill that with epoxy and get the badge set. Because if any of you remembered, it's been a long time since I've done a video on this, but this is the badge. So the badge has the pin as if you were going to wear it in a uniform. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep all this on here, because what I want to do is I want to router out, or I'm going to mark this area, not router, use the Dremel and just dig out a little bit of the wood there, just enough that this could set in place, and then the epoxy has something to bond to. So I'm going to kind of work that placement out a little bit, take you guys for the final ride, this final journey, and get it finished and be able to hang. Oh no. I was just supposed to say hang it up on the wall, but you know what I realized? I don't have any mounts on the back of it, and I don't want to put the mounts on the back of it after I glue the badge on, because I might have to entail a little hammering or something. So, well, hold on. I might have some hanging materials. I had to make a quick trip to Lowe's. Solves all the problems. Now let's get back to this project. Yep. Had to do it. Didn't have anything. Got some really nice hangers here, even a little wide one. I like those. That's nice. And then something for the wall to hang it on. So that's accomplished. And what else I did was I went ahead and I put the badge on here, and I drew a line out so where it's going to sit and where I'm going to have to router that or Dremel that little edge out. And as I'd mentioned about the pin being able to sit a certain depth in there and have the shoulders, I'll see if I can get you guys down here to show you what I'm looking at. The pin has just enough to go down into so I can epoxy it all, and then the badge will rest flat on here. So I think I'm going to be safe. So all I have to do is router or Dremel out that little groove, that line that I made, and the badge will be able to set in place. Okay, let's see how it's going to fit right now. I don't want to take out too much, but I got to have enough room for the epoxy to sit in there as well as the badge. Oh yeah, sits nice. It's good and flush right across there. Good profile edge. You know, I just realized that this badge, they're numbered. I have badge 569, and it's made by Collinson. Well, I guess that's nice to know. I just I thought about it as a collector's in a way, but I didn't want to just have a badge laying around. So I thought I would do this to commemorate it, but now I just realized there's a number on it. It's a numbered badge. 569. Well, never see that again. success. Whew. Alright, well now it's got to set up. Now it's going to take the rest of the day for that to get cured up. Maybe tonight. I don't know, maybe I can check back in later on this evening. Around 9 or 10 o'clock tonight. But, well, done. Well, it's done. Yes! Got it finished. Epoxy set. Finish came out good. Got the hanger on the back. It is complete. Yes! Such a simple little task, you would think. Having never done something like that before, with the routering, but not being familiar with materials, whether it's the finishes or, routering and the paints and such, not knowing what process to go because you've never done it before. It's kind of one of those learning experiences. So, but it's the simple things in life, right? It brings us pleasures. So that was nice. I'm happy with that. So I'm going to go hang that up in the house and put that over by my desk with some of my diplomas and things like that. So many of us, whether it's military or law enforcement, we always have a little bit of your wall of fame kind of thing, and mine's very small. I've thinned it out quite a bit, but I got a couple of little things yet still, and that's going to look good up there. I think that's going to look really nice. So very happy with that. So again, guys, thanks for stopping out. Thanks for supporting the channel. I do appreciate it. Sorry this went as long as it did and might not have been as exciting as knife making or something like that, but having done the Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Knife and raised the money for them and everything, I wanted something to commemorate the 2017 in that. It was kind of a rough few years for law enforcement, and as of right now, it kind of is a little bit still, but I thought that'd be a nice little something to put in the office and hang that up, so I'm liking that, guys. So again, thank you very much. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for all the support and the thumbs up and the shares and everything else. You got a question, comment, concern, leave it down below. Other than that, until the next video, you all take it easy and have a good one. Take care.